All
right, what's up, guys? Preston here from Exchange, joined by the rest of the crew. Jols
I am
in
the
the
rest
house.
of the crew.
The whole team of us here down at Exchange, holding shit together. So I'm doing this quick video just to give you an uploading to you what we're going to be doing in September. So the way September is going to work for Exchange is we are making the venue available for all creative events. With a focus on the diversity of what kind of creative contributions all of the people in Christchurch have to make. So that's ranging from dance, education through art, raising awareness around mental health, you name it, using different art forms, poetry nights, art exhibition openings, and community events. So what we're attempting to do is remove the pain that a lot of creatives deal with in cities, and that is access to space, particularly affordable space. So as a musician, where do you go and rehearse? As a dancer, where do you go and rehearse? As a poet, where do you go hang out with other poets? And unfortunately, in the world we live in, property has to make money. And we do things a traditional way here, which is where we hire out the venue to cover our costs. What we want to do is change that model and kind of turn it on its head, where instead of having to make the money that we need to make to pay rent by hiring it out, we basically have a membership where everybody's throwing in just a little bit into the pot, and we're covering our costs that way. So our goal is to use all of the people that come to these events and all of the events that we create as a way of promoting this new membership platform, or this new way of this new subscription. And if by the end of September it's bringing in enough, then we won't have to go back to hiring the venue. So we're using Patreon as our platform because of all of the events that we produce here. It's obviously really beautiful content. We have a couple of content creators that work here with us, Yumi Trip, Federico Karate. We also have Harry Talbot, or Visuals of Harry. LO Pictures is also Harry. So a few content creators are kind of coming around this and saying, let's start actually capturing really the cool creative things that are happening here at Exchange, and then we'll be feeding that kind of out to our community. So you know that your $5 or $10 a month is going towards making things happen. To be fully transparent, it costs about $4,000 to keep this place open, $4,000 is what this venue should be bringing in, where we host our events. The art studios are meant to bring in a certain amount. The kitchen brings in a certain amount. The apartment upstairs brings in a little bit. And this is the model that we want to change, though. So this venue kind of bar area, we normally hire it out for about $100 to $200 a night. I know that's unaffordable for most dance groups, life drawing groups, and poetry groups, etc. So $4,000 seems like a lot of money, but per month, if you think about it, there's probably 400 creative people in the city that have $10 to spare. If we do that, we're good. The really exciting thing about this that I find is that if we get anything above that $4,000, like let's say we get $5,000 a month on Patreon, then I can take that extra $1,000 and go buy myself a keg. No, just kidding. Take that extra $1,000 and now say, instead of what we used to do, which was charge you to use the venue, I will now pay you to use the venue. The more creative stuff that you're doing, the more our patrons are entertained and are learning and learning by doing. Like, as a host of an event, you could actually do a video yourself and share, hey, I host a life drawing group. This is how I promote it. This is how I created an event. I encourage you to host a life drawing group in your community, in your city as well. So it's kind of perpetuating creative growth. And that seems like a much healthier and low risk, easier access kind of point, $10 a month versus $100 a night. And the other thing is this is how it should be done. We do not want to be charging the people that are creative in the city to be doing things. We want to be celebrating them and supporting them. But unfortunately, we have to pay the bills. So it's never really worked. It's never been a really, truly healthy relationship. And now after 5 years, we're just saying, we've got to pull the pin on this. We've got to do something different. So this is what we're trying for September. Get on Patreon, become a member, $5 a month. It's the price of a coffee. If we get enough people doing that, then we could actually have potentially a free creative venue. And some of the goals, I don't know if they're still on there, but what was in my mind was, if people want an espresso bar, a cafe that's open until midnight every night, great. It'll cost us, $150 a night to have a cafe manager on site, kind of running things in the evening, keeping it open, keeping an eye on the place. So if we ever get our Patreon up to $8,000, then we'll hire someone. That money will go back into the system. Obviously, people can come out. No stress or pressure to order anything. We've already covered our costs. So make it more of a casual kind of venue again, and it will save me from having to deal with a lot of the things we have to do to pay the bills, which is hire it out to private events or parties or corporate events. It's great that corporates can come in and use the venue and say, oh, isn't it great? We're putting our money into these creative ecosystems and stuff. But ultimately, there's more creatives in the city that need a venue and a home than I care for corporate events. So get on the Patreon. Let's try this for September and see what happens. Cheers, guys. Nice.